You note in your recent article that current approaches to assessment undermine the cultural linguistic wealth that bilingual children bring to their learning environments. What are some of those undermining practices, and how are we doing as a field in terms of moving away from some of those?
Yeah, so I grew up in a border town called Nogales, Arizona, and my lived experience really was seeing that flexibility in how it is that we use our language from English to Spanish and Spanish to English, and forgetting a word here or there and describing it and thinking through alternative ways to still communicate the information to people in our lives that we're also bilingually developing, but also the idea that the representations that we have of our language are continuously accessed in English and Spanish, or L1 and L2. And as we're starting to see more of this literature emerge in the field for translanguaging and what that means with like translation, a lot of what I experienced growing up was called language brokering. So translating information or verbally interpreting information for family members in my life that didn't have access to English, or they didn't speak English or understand English. So the idea of taking information in one language and then communicating in the other in day-to-day functional communication, like at the store, ordering food, at school. So thinking through how can we bring in those lived experiences into the therapy room, but also how can we think through the generalization of what it is we're teaching in speech language communication to what children and or children and people across the lifespan are doing in their day-to-day lives.